some merit to it, I'll try it myself. I'm open-minded. I try to listen to even the new school, what they do. We got a lot of guys in my gym that train. I listen to them. But what's funny about the new school is this.
What's up guys, welcome back again in my another episode Joan Sagala YouTube channel in the bodybuilding podcast session. So today, you watch the videos before, okay, I think he is the Vinny Galanti. Vinny Galanti talking about the new school. He's giving his rant to all of us, okay. Like you all know guys, okay, I'm really feel disappointed and really getting so hard for the old school guy who really trash talk and cannot appreciate the new or modern bodybuilder. So, but right now I think Vinny Galanti making some kind of like biggest statement and making some kind of like the really huge makes sense. Hopefully this is can really motivate us and really can open our minded that to learning from everyone. Okay, just the message here. Okay, so before we go jump up into it, please click the bell button, ring that bell. I'm gonna bring more anything that we can talk and discuss in the bodybuilding world, our favorite division. So let's go. What the Vinny Galanti approach and ran to all of us in the Uncle John YouTube channel videos.
But what's funny about the new school is this. They only want to talk about what they do and never ever do they ever ask me what I did back in the 90s. They never. I got guys who never asked me, what did you do? Never. They just like, yeah, I'm fucking taking like 600 milligrams trend right now, yo. And like, I'm going to throw a little master on it. I'm going to look like a fucking house.
Yeah, I hear that all the time, yeah.
And then I go, that's not something I've ever done. And then never asked me any questions. But back in the day, we used to ask a million questions to the guys who were ahead of us. That's the main thing that's different today. That's the biggest thing that's different today.
Okay.
Well, I don't think this is really necessary, and this is really, typically like a, typically like a bodybuilder in the professional elite level. I think this is Vinny Galanti said about the typically guy who just, maybe some kind of like the general people, maybe some kind of like the member in the gym and trying to, looks good and trying to getting some pro card for the first time for his life, maybe just doing some small competition in the country or everything, right? So I don't think this is for like a typically Brandon Curry, like a typically, William Bonek, like a younger coming up bodybuilder. No, I don't think this is a really typically that guy, like a Vinny Galanti said and means. But yeah, I think for the general people, it could be, and it could be make sense, okay, because they just thinking like, oh, I saw the Mr. Olympia of Brandon Curry taking this, so I'm gonna taking this, and I'm gonna taking the same dosage, without asking some kind of like, the people who have some kind of like the more experience than him. So yeah, I think the difference between back in the day and between right now is just to open-minded. The difference is to open-minded and want to learning something new from everyone in every time and everywhere. So that's the difference today, I think. Back in the day, I'm agree. And I think back in the day, okay, because we don't have some kind of like the electric, like a phone, like everything, laptop, internet. What we're doing is back in the day is asking people who have more experience than us. But right now, because all of the internet and even they watch and listen to the people who don't have some kind of like the knowledge and experience, just talking and approach, taking 100 milligram test per week, taking 600 milligrams, 600 maestron grams per week. They just listen to normal people, who they watch in YouTube, they watch in the video, so they don't want to learning from the people who have more experience. Okay, so that's the difference. I think I can agree with Vinny Galanti.
And the competitors today are bodybuilders in general, whether you're a bikini competitor, men's fitness, women's figure, whatever the case may be. We're all fucking cocky. Everyone thinks they know it all. But back in the day, even when we were arrogant and cocky, we knew, hey, wait, Joe just won the universe about 6 years ago. Let me pick his brain. What did he do?
Even the arrogant guy, really cocky guy back in the day, okay, in the old school era, I think they still have some kind like, feel want to learning something. Okay, feel want to learning something and always asking somebody who really understand and have some kind like the knowledge about, about what they need to looking for. But right now, if you find and if you have some kind of like friends who really arrogant and cocky, they feel like they know anything. They don't want to learning something new from everyone, and they don't want to listen to you, listen what you approach to him, listen what you're, give it some kind of like the advice to him. No, he's not want to hear from you and from anybody else. Because why? Because he feels like he knows anything, he knows everything, and he don't need you to tell him what he need to do. So I think that's the different attitude between old school and new school. But I don't think this is a really direction to the new school, because it's depend from the character, from the person to person. I think this is we talking about attitude and character, right? I think, well, we can say also the majority and the general of this character. Yes, I agree, we can say in this era, in this time, there's a lot of the people who have really some kind like the arrogant and cocky, and they don't want to learning something. They just feel like they really knowing anything. But once again, like I said before, okay, this is we talking about the character from the person to person, and I think it's different, it's individual things.
Right.
No, I haven't had one guy at my gym walk up to me and go, hey, what did you do for your show? Never. It hasn't happened. Does it bother me? No, I just think it's strange. Like, it goes hand in hand. Learn from each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as far as that goes, I think, because I see it too, I think it's the idea of that, well, I have my phone, and like anything I want to know, I could look up on my phone. But when we were coming up, we didn't have a phone, and we had to ask the guys in the gym. I remember being in Pump and Iron Gym in Staten Island, and asking Paulie, and there was another guy, Nick, had a deadlift and my form and so on and so forth, and they would show me and blah, blah, blah. And there was another girl, Cassie, and Ronnie Brown. These are all Staten Island people that showed me all these things. Whereas today, you kind of look on your phone. But I also get guys in the gym that do neither. And it's like, well, you have it at your fingertips, and you could still ask. But, I think our generation, we had no choice but to ask, because otherwise you wouldn't know.
To be honest, I understand what Uncle John said and what's the Uncle John story about telling to all of us right now. But to be honest, I don't get it, the meaning. I don't understand what's the connection of this topic, and it's really, I mean, like, what is mean? To be honest, Uncle John, to be honest. But the point is, yeah, I agree. There is nothing wrong if you just, asking some people, asking for some help. Hey, do I doing this exercise right? Do I doing this exercise wrong? Do I execute wrong? There is nothing wrong to asking people to help you, okay? I think if you're asking some people may want to help you and may want to telling you what you need to doing for, some kind of like this certain exercise. Maybe they can, help you to doing, execute the exercise or everything, okay? just asking if you didn't know what you're doing in the gym and what you wanted to doing and what you want to train in the gym. No need to worry to asking, guys, okay? Because you're not doing anything wrong.
Now you have 40 to 60 people in the course of an hour that you can go on Instagram and get 40 to 60 different variations of something.
Yeah.
And these guys and girls today, they don't, I just think they're confused. They're confused.
I think there's too much, there's an overload of information. Absolutely.
Wait.
Yeah, there's a lot of the information and too much overload of some kind of like the knowledge that you can get it in the internet, in out there in this time right now, okay? Because the globalization that we have already changed. If you have some kind of like the more information and see a lot of the knowledge, don't get some kind of like the confused and don't complicate everything, okay? Complicated everything. Just find the basics, do the basics and go hard on it. That's what I am always talking and that's what I'm always approach to all of you guys. If you want to grow, just doing the basic things and go hard on it. Well, you can learning something more and to adding more some kind of like the perfect combination, I think. But there's not all of the things and all of the topic and all of the knowledge execution, all of the information and all of some kind of like the practice it out there. It's not really some kind of like the truth and not really what you really need to doing in real life, okay? And you have to understand what you really need to take it from the new, what you get from the information, and it's really makes sense or not. So you have to thinking twice and you have to thinking more and more. Is these things really true? Is these things really what we need to apply in our life? So you have to get some kind of like the questions about it every single time if you really find and get some kind of like the new knowledge and the new information.
The one like guys, and sometimes I just cannot help myself. I see shit and I'm like, oh my God, I guess. The one exercise today is when they're doing lat pull downs and they're doing this.
Oh, yes.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's not. And I walked up to people and I say, that doesn't really do anything. Go over to the other lat pull down where it has a dual cable and you can do the one side for your lat.
Right.
No, I saw so-and-so do it and they have a nice back. I'm like, that exercise didn't give them that back. That's just a genetic back. And I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah. I also really saw the people doing that when they doing lat pull down, okay, and they doing some kind of like the pronated grip and they doing this. And I was like, man, his back not really move at all. His back not really contracting at all. But yeah, that's what I mean, guys, and that's what I talking before, okay? If you really find some kind of like the new knowledge and the new something informations, you have to really think, is this really works? Is this really true or not? So don't just accept and allow the new information and you apply to yourself and it's not bring some kind of like the value or benefit at all. Even it just really make it just bring the worst experience to all of you, okay? So just be careful and don't waste any time, I think, okay? That's what I mean, guys. So hopefully, guys, this video can bring the fun and bring the value information to all of you. If you love this video and content, please click the bell button, ring that bell. I'm gonna bring more anything that we can talk and discuss in the whole topic of bodybuilding world and fitness. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'm your host, Joan Sagala, signing out. May God bless you all. Thank you, guys. God bless.